let's see. So if I do this and spotlight me, let's see how this works out. Hey, all right, so it is Tuesday, April 28th. This is my advanced class. We're doing the Zoom video for today. Hopefully it's a pretty short video unless kids chose to like ramble and babble at the end, which they may because of the other Canvas assignment thing, which we're going to talk about and give you guys a chance to do. But others of you, you're more than welcome to like tag out and start doing the quiz once I explain how to do that. I do have a few things to talk about to try and help you with out from there. Again, I should be able to see you as I go through and do the talkie thing and see all the different stuff from there. So if you have questions, raise your hand and let me know. Over to here, let's go to clickety to that, and we're good. Share screen every time it's an adventure. I look forward to being back in front of a classroom and not having to do Zoom again. I mean, Zoom is nice, it's better than nothing, but it doesn't really replace yelling at kids face to face. There we go. Come on. There we go. And come on, you can do it, computer. Let me do it. Do a thing. And. Yes, PowerPoint has started screen sharing. Good job, PowerPoint. There we go. All right, so what I have for you today, Tuesday, April 28th, Skyward is updated through yesterday evening. For you guys, it's a little bit tougher to do those updating with the Canvas things because I have to go through there and search for you guys like individually one by one as opposed to Socrative grading, which is a little bit faster and easier, but doing it on the Canvas takes a bit more time, which is worth it because I think it's probably a more fun thing to do overall. But anyway, those are updated through last night. I'm going to be going back in as soon as this is done when you guys are taking the quiz, and I'll be going back through and trying to grade more of those and get them updated and stuff like that. The drawback is it will probably cost you a slight late grade if you did not have it in, because I graded everything in through noon yesterday. Then everything after that becomes technically a late grade. It's not going to be half credit, but it does drop your grade down a little bit. It's that whole, organization and remembering thing, which apparently is just exhausting. Let's see, we are back to a normal Zoom tomorrow. We're going to go through and do more talking about the actual book and things going on in there. Thursday will be a slightly shorter Zoom again because we have another Canvas thing and a discussion and then another quiz next week. And that's pretty much going to be it coming forth. We only have like 2.5 weeks of gospel, which will be sort of the same thing, a quiz, and then us doing a talkie thing, and then you doing like an assignment thing. And we have a different thing we're going to do last week. Today we have a gospel quiz, goes up through page 114. I mean, technically, if you're not done reading through page 114, read through page 114 today and then go take the quiz. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world. Not going to kill me. I'm just glad that you guys are here and learning. Apparently, kids in the rest of the world in my other classes are falling apart. Something fierce. All right. For the Spirit Week last week, the only reason I wanted to throw that up there is because I won on Friday for the one for me dressing as a pirate. I actually won a gift card. I was all super excited. It was the best thing ever. So I just forgot to throw that out there just to brag from humble self-brag. Ironically enough, a quick lesson on irony. Almost did not do Friday because I had no really good ideas. The other ones I had really enjoyed, and Friday I just sort of did the last second. And the one I did the last second was the one that I won. What should you learn from this lesson? Procrastination. Put everything off to the last second, put hardly any work into it, and that's how you win gift cards. All right. And then from here, the 75 item list, I am going to talk about that. Several of you still have not done anything on there. Again, you're going to have to go onto Canvas and you have to submit it on Canvas for it to work. You emailing it to me is adorable, but the directions are it has to be on there because the other thing is you have to be able to respond to 2 other people. The other big thing you had to do was the explaining of the stuff that you had. So again, as you go on to the discussions, and if you scroll down, it has all this stuff on there. And then you have to do the reply thing. And then you have to, as it says on there, post 2 replies to other people's, and you're posted the following directions. And you also had to explain, which goes back to up to there. If you read through the directions, which I'm guessing some of you guys did not because reading is hard, it said that you had to go through and explain your items. If on your grade for this, you got a 5 out of 10, that is because you did not do the explaining of stuff. You just listed your items. If you go back and fix it, I'll be more than happy to improve your grade. But you're going to have to email me. Since I've already graded yours, I'm not going to look to grade it again. So if you email me and say, hey, I fixed it, I will go back in there and I will bump your grade up. But for that one, the 75 items, it was worth 10 points, 5 points for listing your 75 items, and then 5 points for going through and explaining them. And then you had to do 2 responses. You had to do there's 3 points for each response. So as long as you did 2 responses, you got another 6 points for that one. And then the week poor replies. Although for the most part, I don't think I gave anyone poor grades on that. Almost all of you guys' replies were really impressive. I was very happy reading through what you guys did, and it made me smile. So thank you on that one. If you've not done it, you can still fix it. I'll be going through after this and going through and do the Grady thing. You may have to eventually start emailing me if you've not done it and you do fix it. Let me know, hey, it's been updated, because after a while, I'm just not going to keep checking it. 1 second. Let me check on there. Where's the? I do not know. They, Corson. All it is that they're going to send me a gift card. They did not tell me where the gift card is for. So that I do not know. So when I find out, I will happily send you a picture of me holding it out and bragging and doing a little TikTok dance. But that should be good to go. And then let's see. Did you get credit for your reasons? Hopefully, Casper. I don't know. I'll have to go on there and check in a moment. Yes, I agree, Corson, but I'm just happy that I won a free thing for dressing up like a pirate. So I'm not going to be too greedy. And then to here, let's see. E-learning, again, once stuff becomes the late stuff, you can still turn it in, but you have to follow the directions online. And then schedule coming up for this week. The 75 items list was due yesterday on Canvas. Today is the quiz, which covers the book up to page 114. Tomorrow, we're going to start talking about gospel. Thursday, we have a new thing. We're going to be doing a song list that you're going to be doing. And then, again, Friday, no school. So, again, from Thursday to the next week, you're going to have gospel reading, and then you're going to have a thing to do on Canvas and stuff like that. And then here's your quiz room for today. Once again, if you want to screenshot it to make things easier on me, that is fine with me. Well, Natalie, you don't have to live with a regret. What you can do instead is just go back and do it and send me an email. And instead of regret, it's called getting late credit, which is like regret, but better. And so I'm more than happy to give you credit. All right, quick timeout. In all honesty, this whole online e-learning thing sucks. It's awful, and I completely understand that. My own daughters are suffering. It requires a level of responsibility and the ability to get up and do a thing every day that's rough. So my goal is not to torture you and not to be awful. If you forget a thing, I'd much rather give you credit and be nice to you. Just email me. Woman up or man up and send me a message and say, hey, I'm struggling right now because life is awful because I've not left my room in like 8 weeks. Even though we've only been locked down for 6 weeks. I'm assuming for 2 weeks you were stuck in there. But anyway, just let me know. I'll completely forgive you. I'm just trying to sort of help you guys stay as sane as possible. So don't freak out too much. And by the way, yes, once again, to remind you, I can see your videos as you guys are sitting there acting like little goofballs in the background. It's only mildly distracting. Entertaining, but mildly distracting. So again, if you want to start taking the quiz, it is Gospel Quiz. Again, it is a 12-question quiz. I think 6 of them are short answers. 6 of them are going to be multiple choice. And then once you submit it, you should be good to go. I will close the quiz at some point tonight so that I can go, because I cannot grade them until I close it. It's a weird Socratic thing. And then once I close it, I can grade them, and then I can reopen it again. And so hopefully I'll be doing that at some point this evening. And we should be good to go on that one. And that should be it. Other than that, we have the Gospel According to Larry, the ebook version, and stuff like that. So hopefully you're reading on there. If you're trying to figure out what page 114 is on the ebook version, I am not sure. That's a good question. I'm trying to think of what we do shortly after they got back from the big festival. I think it was right around went to the festival. They found out about the festival happening. And so it was right around that area. But no one emailed me with questions, so who knows? All right, I think that's it. And I tried to make it was going to be a short-ish video to try and help you guys out. The big things is go on there, Gospel, read to page 114. We have a quiz coming up in a week, which will be parts 3 and 4, but the book reads really quickly. And then going back and making sure you do your Gospel homework and your 75 items. That's pretty much it. For today, that's all I really have for you. So now what we're going to go to is if you're wanting to jump out and go take quiz, go take quiz. If you have questions as far as the homework goes, actually, real quick, let me show you that too. Before I let you take off, let's go to here and bring up this and there. No, stop share, screen share, this one. So again, as I see as I go through, I see all the stuff that you guys have. Scroll down, looking for what you guys have, and then like if you forgot to do a thing or you have to edit, apparently it does not let you go back and edit yours because yours does not have the 3 dots. Mine has the 3 little dots there that allow me to edit things. So then we can fix like that. I guess if you wanted to, you could email me and say to please. I can always click on there and edit it for you. Riley and Katie says it lets them edit. So apparently several of you guys can edit. Those of you who cannot, I don't know why it hates you. I thought it did, but then it said it was not letting you guys edit. So I don't know. It's all kinds of weird from there. All right, hang on one second. To there. Casper, you have a question? What's up?
Can you go back to like the page that it had the name of like the test or the quiz?
Gospel quiz, all one word.
All right.
GOSPELQUIZ. I try to make it as simple as possible.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right. And so that's what I'm looking for as I go through there. And then to grade them, I just sort of go through and read and then click on things and stuff like that. I apologize. I didn't realize my explanations had got cut off. All right. I'll have to, no one emailed me to yell at me. I have explanations for mine. They just apparently got cut off and I never noticed it. So I failed you. No wonder you guys cry yourselves to sleep at night because I had written mine up and it wasn't on there. All right. So then I will try to fix that to try and help you guys out also. Let's see to here. No other questions. No, let's see. It is a website app. Apps can't, websites can. I have no idea, Malia. That is a good question. Could be. All I know is I use my computer to do the Canvas, and my computer allows me to do it. I don't try to do it on iPad because iPad would drive me nuts on there. Morrissey, you're already confused on the quiz. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I can really help you cheat on that one. Let's see. No other major issues. Oh, yes, Natalie. You didn't do the contest. Yeah, that is a regret you'll have to live with on that one. That I can't help you. I thought it was like to say, I thought it was on the homework, but yeah, you cannot go back in time and do the thing. I think that's the reason I was able to win is because not a whole lot of people submitted, which made it really easy for me to compete against like the other 4 people. So to each. The app, Malia, maybe technology just hates you. That's the best I can try to tell you on that one. I'm sorry that the technology is not your friend in some way. And then to there, bunch of haters on that one. So then let's go back to, I think we're done there. We can stop sharing. Let's see. So again, just going through, there's Klubers and people. Trying to find, aha, there we go. So Izzy went through and did hers, which she wrote, and then had to go back and apparently respond down lower. I can find those. It's easy enough for me to grade. Oh, for those of you who got like, hang on one second. And I have to do that. All right. Just stop the person who keeps unmuting himself and I can hear him talk. If you look at Izzy's, like when I graded hers, I ended up giving her like 11 points because if you went like really in depth on your writing and impressed me, sometimes I ended up giving you extra points on that one. And sometimes like those, if you went above and beyond what I thought, then it really impressed me. So that might have gotten you extra points. Just saying. All right, stop sharing. And then back to here, highlight this guy. No, highlight this guy. All right, I think we're still recording. And then to all of you guys from there, let's see. Good job, Zoe. I'm so proud that you beat Solitaire. I'm sure your opponent was a very tough opponent, but at least you put them in their place, even if that opponent was you. I'm still proud of you on some level. All right. Other than that, apparently, for those of you who do go outside on occasion, if you're wanting to go outside, today would be a good day to do it because apparently it's going to be rainy and unpleasant the next couple of days. So I'm just going to recommend that for you guys. For those of you who have enjoyed bike rides and outdoorsy things and stuff like that. Really wish I had more to babble about because it is fun having contact with people. Yeah, sorry. I was watching you dance, Rosie. So I was trying to return the dance back at you on that one. But I'm with you on that one too. You guys are adorable. All right. Since I have a screen of no one having video or audio on, which is just highly entertaining, I think I only have like 9 of you that actually have some kind of video for me to interact with your dancing and entertainingishness. We need the squirrel story since we can't hear it in person. What squirrel story? I have a squirrel story? Talbot, what are you talking about? No. Stine, you were that kid. Thank you, Stine. I was wondering who yelled at me. And when I was biking going near HTC, and I waved. I could see kids in the back seat. Yeah, I was actually, there was an abandoned house over there that I was going over to explore because I was bored, and I was biking over to HTC, and I was going through that abandoned house, and I was walking back out, and then you drove by, and it kind of freaked me out, to be honest, since I was like, the cops. And then you yelled hi. So thank you for letting me know. I feel much better now. Like Tin Marvel, no, it's not supposed to rain maybe until tonight. I know this afternoon is still supposed to be really nice. For those of you who like to yell Broviac, yes, I have been biking around neighborhoods all over the place and running into kids, which has been kind of nice. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. A stroke. I'm sorry you had a stroke. We need to hear your arrested story. Ooh, for those of you, the arrested, my stories at the end of the year. I am still planning on doing those. I have scheduled them into our end of the year stuff. So you are not going to be missing out on those. I've actually scheduled of our limited days. I try, which is partly why I apologize for some of you guys, where I'm sort of like making you do the readings and then the canvassy things, and not like sort of packing them in over those long weekends, because I set it up where that last week, instead of teaching you that last week, I'm going to be doing Zooms where I'm telling you stories. And they're gonna be like stories of my childhood and trying to entertain you and stuff like that, of me and my poor choices. So I am planning on telling you guys stories at the end of the year. That is not going to be gone. And so there are stories of me making poor choices and stuff like that. But I don't know the one that Talbot was talking about a squirrel. Do I have a squirrel story? Oh, that Talbot. Is she gone now? So I can't even talk to her now. She is. I'm assuming she's talking about why the squirrel is on the hall passes. If you're trying to figure out why the squirrel is on the hall passes, ask me tomorrow when Talbot's back on there, because I don't have to tell the story twice. And I can tell you why squirrels are on the hall passes. And that is the thing we can get to. Wait, no. Morrissey. There we go. Morrissey, what's up?
Okay, so I have a question about the quiz.
Yeah.
What page, or around what pages is the part where Josh goes to visit his mother's tombstone?
I have no idea. I don't write down page numbers when I do it.
Why?
Because that's not how I learn. I don't know. You have like all afternoon to skim through it. It's not like in class where you have 10 minutes. So that's something nice.
You shouldn't have done the quiz so late, because now I don't remember anything that happened because I read it all in the first 2.
That sounds like more of a you issue than a me issue. I mean,
No, it is a you issue.
I apologize. Well, one, it's a good book, but yes, I apologize for you getting into it and reading it all right away. And yes, James is correct. It's just gospel quiz. I was not super creative with the name. Literally, I was like, hey, it's just going to be a quiz about gospel, so it's called Gospel Quiz. This is why we procrastinate. Yes, good job, Zoe. That's why for those of you who put off reading it until last night, it's all fresh in your brain. Just like me dressing as a pirate to win a gift card, I'm with you on the same page on that one too. Malia, stop cheating and helping people. Malia says it's on page 78 because her heart is bigger than mine. Or if you've not read any of it, I guess apparently you've got more homework to do. I wish you the best of luck. Or just don't do it. Doing work is so overrated. What's the worst that happens? Your parents come and yell at you and stuff like that. Yeah, that's okay. I'm glad you forgot to do it on Friday, Katie, because if you had remembered, you might have beat me, and then I would not have gotten my gift card, and you would have, and that would have made me sad. And Isaac, I've only reversed gravity on TikTok, and with my little TikTok video that seemed to freak out my daughters, but that was it, which was a lot of fun. I'm apparently horrible at TikTok dances, but I've been teaching myself TikTok editing, which is like dancing, but easier. but I'm not as good at doing it. Rosie, are you waving at anyone in particular, or are you trying to get rid of bugs that are near you? Me, you're waving? No, at someone else. You're just a confused kid. Hang on one second. Oh, I tried to unmute you, Rosie, so I could yell at you. Are you okay,
Okay,
Rosie?
no, when you said, or you could just not read and your parents could yell at you. My parents already did because you emailed them. My dad just like made me sit at the kitchen table on the screen for like 10 minutes. And I was like, he was like, how did you not do them? And I was like, I didn't know we had assignments. He was like, how did you not know that? I was like,
Because
I did.
I
I just was so unmotivated.
This e-learning thing is awful with the whole motivation and having to find ways to do it and stuff like that. I totally feel for you on that one. And that's why I had to send out that email, because you were one of like 75 kids I had to email that was struggling with it. So that's what I was trying to do. Didn't mean to get you.
I caught up on it, everything.
So,
Huh?
I think I emailed. Did you do the ones on the thing? And I gave you grades and all that. So then you hopefully should be good. All right. Well,
Okay.
Good luck to you then. Don't forget the quiz and reading of the book, apparently. All right. And then, all right. I guess that's all we. Wait. Oh, hang on one second. Is that a dog? That's an interesting part of a dog. It looks like a fake dog. Hang on. Does it let me? Hang on. Jane. Oh, that's your dog. That's a very lovely. That's a lovely pup there. Is he wearing a tag that explains that he's a dog?
Yeah.
In case you ever forget. That's very nice of you. I'm really hoping that's not a real dog that you have wrapped paper mache around, like there's a dog on the inside just trapped. But if so, to each their own.
This is like a 4th grade art project that I keep in my room because it looks scary.
That would be a perfect reason to do that. I support that. That's great. Whenever you have a nice sleepover with friends and you can just sort of put it next to them when they wake up in the morning. We all need these. All right. Hebert, are you raising your hand physically on screen? No, you're just sort of putting it up there. How silly of me. Okay, just making sure. All right, we humans, I'm off to go grade what you guys have so far and to see what I can do. Be good, have fun. Tomorrow is more of an actual thing where we get to communicate with each other longer. All right. Click.